All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Asa Fundikwera, your MLM trainer attached to Techno Projects. I hope you're having a wonderful time. So today we're going to discuss treasure chest number 11, and specifically talks about the secrets to earning what we call a 9-figure income. So I hope you're hearing me loud and clear. I do know one thing, the best learning is in the doing. However much information you might have, you don't put these ideas into practice, most definitely, rest assured you're not going to have much of a learning experience. So this treasure chest number 11, the secrets to a 9-figure income in MLM. And the item number 1 says, 1, dream big dreams. Everything in this business begins with your ultimate reason. That big why that basically pushes you to do whatever you do on a daily basis. If you don't have a dream, forget about the money we're talking about, because it will be like squeezing milk out of a stove. So in dreaming big dreams, make sure you basically create a game plan, and it should be specific. It should have a time limit. It should be written down. When you migrate from getting that plan out of your head and putting it on paper, it basically gives you another way of looking at life. That's part of the creation process. So the idea is here, put it on paper. And after that, have a strong reason why you're basically serious with that dream. Because if you don't have a strong why as to why you're basically taking up that plan, automatically the chances of you failing are tremendous. So set up an action plan, because dreaming is one thing, writing the goal is one thing, but executing it is another thing. So most of the learning is in the execution part. So whatever you have set down, get down and basically start working immediately. If in your mind you feel like something is telling you that let's do this the next day, that is a spirit of procrastination. It's very bad and it will kill your character. Lastly, look at it on a daily basis. Yes, much as it looks like it's very distant, but every time you look at it on a daily basis, it basically creates a neural pathway within your subconscious mind to be able to start believing it, because everything started as a dream. Altogether, God does not plant ideas into your mind which are not easily accomplishable. So, dream big dreams, set goals, and take action. The biggest number of people stop at dreaming. If you do not basically set goals and take action, that is plainly wishful thinking. Altogether, so if your goals are specific, let's just look at this table. Make sure that your goals are specific. State exactly what you want to accomplish. If it is the car you want to drive, most of the time, specify the color, specify the make, specify the model. Altogether, make sure that car is measurable in terms of how much is it going to cost you. It would be crazy to start this project and you say in 1 year I'm going to buy a Lamborghini. Make sure it is measurable in terms of monetary value. If your dream in 1 year is to drive a Spacio, know the amount of money it's going to cost you. So use smaller mini goals to measure your progress. Should be achievable. Make your goals reasonable. You can't say I want to drive a Lamborghini within 1 year of starting a business. It's a long-term goal. Then the other thing is it has to be realistic. Set a goal that is relevant to you. Then it has to have a time limit. Pretty much that's it. Dream big dreams. And another thing I need to emphasize is be a realistic optimist. Be a realistic optimist, because so many people are very optimistic, but truth be told, their optimisticity is most of the time unfounded. So do not underestimate the difficulty of your goal. Your upline, or basically your upline leaders, might make your opportunity look very simple, but do not underestimate the difficulty of your goal. Nothing that is good, there's nothing which is good that comes very easily. So don't visualize success, visualize the steps you will take to make success happen to you. So look at the process you have to go through. That's what you should visualize. Yes, I know it's good to visualize success, but in this situation, Look at how many presentations you're going to make. Look at how many invitations you're going to make on a daily basis. Look at how many one-on-one meetings you're going to do. Look at how many events you're going to organize. Look at how many leaders in your team get to work with you and you train them how the basics of the business works. So pretty much visualize your daily method of operation before you even think about success. Become the kind of person that deserves your dream. If you say, I want to basically set up a flat, is the way you work consistent with exactly that kind of building you have? Because all I know is nobody has ever attained anything that is powerful with simply mediocre work. If you look at Usain Bolt, one of the greatest athletes, when it comes to the 100-meter track, he says, I win when I'm on the race track. So during rehearsals, that is when he wins in the training. All together? So when it comes to the real execution, it is simply the real race. It is basically playing the execution. So winning starts in your training. So be a part of that training. So be the kind of person who deserves that dream. Do you know what you're talking about to be able to get that kind of dream? Then massive action, massive success requires massive action. Yes, multi-level marketing is a better way, but we are not selling magic beans. So you have to, if you want massive results, you have to put in massive action in the beginning. If you look at this glass, how do you see it? This is the same glass, but all the three categories of people look at it very differently. All together? They all look at it very differently. The optimist will always tell you that this glass is half what? Half full. The pessimist will tell you that this glass is half empty. I think you see the first equation you put so. Then the realist says this juice has gone bad. So what type of person are you? Realists, they are the only ones who know what's really going on. So be a realistic optimist on your journey to your dreams. Build your vision. A vision is exactly how you see your future. Beautiful as it looks or ugly as it looks, but this is how you see yourself in the long term with the business you're doing or the family you're basically holding and the kind of home you want to possess. So, but let's build a vision in this business about, number one, what people say about you. Are you the type of leader who's willing to help his business partners? Are you the type of leader who's going to want to land the opportunity and be able to execute? Are you the type of leader whose integrity is questionable? What people say about you. Oftentimes, there have so many people who are potential as leaders, but character basically kills their what? Their current results. Build your vision on your current results every single time. If you're already now a Tanzanite affiliate, when are you working towards the second round, which is platinum affiliate? So you have to be the kind of leader who's result oriented. You cannot do this business 1 month, 6 months, 1 year without a single results. You have to work onto that stage during recognition. Are you together? Build your vision of what people say about you. Remember, this is a relationship business. You cannot promise things to people and you expect them not to react in the long term. So what you say is exactly how people will take it because it's a modeling business. And the culture of the upline, the pace of the upline is exactly what everyone adopts. All together. Personally, how do you see yourself in this business? Do you see yourself as a powerful leader? Do you see yourself as someone who gets things done? Do you see yourself as someone who takes no nonsense for people who are very weak? How do you perceive yourself? Do you see yourself as a very confident person? Do you see yourself as someone who believes you can take this opportunity to the last moment? What do you truly expect of yourself? Give yourself permission to explore and be creative. So in network marketing, you build your vision. If you don't have a vision, you can follow your upline is what? Your vision. So but build your what? Your vision. Yeah, so pretty much those are the steps to basically building a 9-figure income. And just to basically recap, number one is dream big dreams. Number two, be a realistic optimist. Rome was never built in one day. It was some work that was done. Number three, build your vision of how you see yourself, how you see your organization growing, how many partners you see yourself in. Your vision should basically transcend as far as 5 years from now. If you cannot see yourself 5 years from now, most likely you might find yourself jumping from company to company because you don't have a clear vision of exactly what you desire. So pretty much, there are three things that you need to build a 9-figure income. And these are the steps in attaining. On your journey to achieving your dreams in network marketing, you start from a distant place, and this is where you are. So there's quite a journey, and to get to that destination, one, you need to develop what we call a good learning and listening attitude. Because when you develop this good learning and listening attitude, you will be able to learn. More oftentimes, we have had so many people who have a lot of potential. They came from an accounting background, they came from a past background, they came from a political background, they came from high school, they came from a family setup like housewives. Now, if you don't basically empty your mind and accept yourself to be taught, most of the time you might not achieve what you desire. So when you develop a good learning and listening attitude, you will be able to learn. In our business, when you remove the letter L from the word learn, you'll be able to earn. And if you're able to earn, learn, you're able to teach. The hallmark of success in our business is the ability to teach the people you bring on board. And if you're able to teach, you can be able to duplicate. Because it is very, very dumb for you to basically instruct people to do things that you'll never do yourself. This duplication is the hallmark of our success. In our business, one, we have a training center. So every time someone is starting to learn the business, they invite their guests at around 11 and they teach them how to invite their guests to come and look at the opportunity, which is presented by a professional. So it's very easy for so many people to invite friends to come and look at the opportunity, but it might not be easy for them to present on their first 2 days. Altogether. So duplication, your role is simply plainly put, your role as a, let's say, this is me, Asaf. My goal is to make sure that I create 1,000 Asafs so that the original Asaf can go back and retire. If you're not duplicating network marketing, that has automatically become a full-time job. And if you're able to duplicate, you can delegate. The time is going to come when you have like 500 people in your team, and 20 of them have organized events separately, and they require your presence there. But if you have built leaders to duplication and teaching, automatically they are going to go and represent you on those events. So if you're able to delegate, that's when you say you can multiply. Time will come when you have a presentation in Kampala, you have one in Chenjojo, you have one in Fort Portal, you have one in Kasese, you have one in Bale, you have one in Jinja, you have one in Kaliro, you have one in Dubai, South Africa, Nairobi, everywhere. So why? But we started with roughly 2 people. If you're able to multiply, that's when we say you have a network. There is no shortcut on your journey to achieving your dreams. You have to go through the process. Oftentimes, most people like the way the money comes, but they don't want to go through the process. That is called wishful thinking. And if you're able to network, you can, that's when you say you have an income. So follow us on our social media handles. Basically, this is our YouTube channel, and if you have any questions, you can get back to us on that WhatsApp line. But I do know one thing, if you partner in this project, your life will not remain the same. That's all I had to share with you for today. And I hope you got value. But as a tip, the learning has always been in the doing. If you do what you're supposed to do, most of the time, you're going to realize everything you desire. So thank you so much, and may God bless you.